It's on! Hey everybody, welcome to this week's edition of Disney's Park Talk Live, the show in which the four of us talk about what's going on in the world of Disney theme parks while I try to figure out why one person is smiling and another is giggling. My name is Doobie Mosley, co-founder here at Laughing Place. Over there is the other co-founder, Rebecca Mosley. How you doing, giggly wife?
I'm doing fine, as was pointed out to me by our friend Jason Schultz, the known as Archivist Jason on X. Yeah, it's 25 years ago yesterday that we first threw on a media lanyard.
That is crazy thought.
Yep.
Down below you is the only person to have been doing media longer than us, Michael Celestino. How you doing, Mike?
I'm fine, except I realized that I left the one thing I want to show off during the stream in the other room.
I've got it for you, Mike, right here.
Oh, great. Perfect. How did you get it?
Did you just hand it to him, like across the...
Yes. Yeah. Like
And
Willy
that-
Wonka, the little particles across the ceiling.
Mike TV.
Mhm.
And the fourth member of our team there, always prepared, Vice President of Boy Scouts, is Jeremiah Good. How you doing, Jeremiah?
Doing well. How about yourself?
Doing all right. Is that Scar on your shirt?
It is scarred because do you know what today is?
The 30th birthday of Lion King.
There you go. And Roosevelt's put out these beautiful shirts not too recently, not too long ago. Sorry, I've been drinking. And this is the hyenas with Scar. Yes.
Comment from X. Da, da, da. Mike?
Oh, sorry.
He's
Okay,
a threads
thank you.
guy.
That's true. I forgot. Yeah, I read Mike's thread, making that very clear recently. All right, so we're going to talk about what's going on in the world of Disney theme parks and otherwise. But first, a big hearty thank you to our sponsor, Mouse Fan Travel, the #1 travel agent for any of your Disney destinations or even cruise destinations that aren't Disney. In fact, I feel like you and Mouse Fan Travel do a really good show together talking about what's going on in the world of Disney vacation planning, but it's been a while. Do you know when we might get one of those again?
Tomorrow, we are working on talking about the holidays. Tomorrow, Heather and I. So Disney Vacation Insights making its triumphant return to Laughing Place YouTube channel tomorrow.
Oh, good. Okay, I was worried that it had been so long.
Well, when you
What a
travel, you
coincidence.
can't talk about travel. It's funny how that works.
There's an irony there. That ESPN thing, is that in our purview?
We can talk about it at the end.
Okay, because that ABD is. So
I know, we can talk about it at the end. Yeah,
but
for
I don't
sure.
have it on my list. We're going to talk about it at the beginning. Do you know what today is?
The 30th
Yeah.
anniversary of Lion King?
We are halfway to the holidays.
Actually, we're not, because technically,
Now,
it is halfway to Christmas Eve today,
do you
but
know?
without doing the math.
Do you know the official date for halfway to the holidays? When Disney says it is. So today we are halfway to the holidays, as they have announced.
Can I?
Yes. Go
Aren't
ahead.
which holidays are we talking about? Because isn't like August 23rd or something is when Oogie Boogie is like pretty much starting August 23rd. It's just holiday until.
Oh, no, we're past halfway
Right?
to Halloween.
No, yeah, no, we're
Halloween
halfway to the
happened a while ago.
Christmas.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So holidays is specifically what happens in December. We're
Right,
halfway
which is
to
why.
Halloween, and now we're halfway
Which
to
actually
holidays.
happens in November.
Okay,
and-
I'm finally up to speed. I apologize.
Okay. May I continue?
Yes.
All right. So we are halfway to the holidays, according to Disney. And so today we've got tons of new details on what's coming for the holidays at Disney World and also at Disney World. So why don't we get started with Disney World and the triumphant return of the hit new event from last year, Jollywood Nights, come into Disney's Hollywood Studios select nights from November 9th through December 21st. Running for 5 hours, 7:30 to 12:30 a.m. Tickets go on sale July 2nd for Disney World guests, Disney World Resort guests, July 10th for everyone else. Prices are as low as $159 and as high as $179. And new this year, I forgot I had
Ice skating show.
No,
Forgot.
no, it does not say ice. I don't believe. I think it says skating.
It is a skating spectacular set to iconic holiday tunes. Rebecca is correct. I do not believe the word ice appears anywhere.
Those are
In the
in the photo.
description of the character
Oh,
of
let
the
me
person.
give you a quote. Let me give you a quote. Take in the grace and skill of international champion skaters and an awe-inspiring twist on the traditional ice show. I guarantee you there will be no ice on this show.
Oh no.
But yet,
Based on that
Judy is,
description.
but yet Mike is right. If you
And-
scroll up to that artwork, the skaters here are envisioned in ice skates. So I'm wondering if it's just a matter of it's going to be that faux stuff. So they don't want to put ice in it because it's not technically ice.
No, they're going to pull out the rink, because it's on Hollywood Boulevard, so it'll be one of those flatbeds like they used to do with Mickey and Minnie skating at that parade that never ends at Disneyland.
But I just got such a kick out of the awe-inspiring twist on the traditional ice show. So,
also this year for Jollywood Nights, rare characters as always, including Santa Sitch, Santa Duffy, which that's where you will spend all your time if you want those two pictures. And returning this year will be What's This? Holidays in Hollywood, and Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam, as someone who went to Jollywood Nights for its inaugural year last year, Jeremiah. 159 to 179. Worth it?
No, not at all. No. I went 3 different nights, and at no point was it like this was a great, like, it is a fun event after the first night. After the first night last year I would have predicted this thing was never going to return again. But actually towards the end of the run, Becky from MEI Travel and I had a great time, but we were done within a couple of hours. So I'm looking forward to the addition of the show that features some type of skating on a material that could be somewhat icy like. There are a couple of new characters. I think I saw the list of the new characters, and we're getting the 3 Caballeros back, or they'll be making their debut at this event.
Yes.
But it wasn't a long list of new characters. It's the returning characters. And I had fun at the event. Again, we just had this conversation before we went on the air. If it's something you want to do and something you feel like you will get the most out of, it is worth it to you. To me, I have been priced out of these events probably 3 years ago.
On the flip side of that, my friend Anita was so excited for this event. Got new clothes, kind of period clothes to wear to the event and everything, and their event got rained out. I can't remember if it ended up being a shortened event or if it just totally rained out. So she was worried that this wasn't going to return. So she's super pumped, very excited to go to this event that either she had a reduced version of, or I can't remember if it was reduced version or totally washed out last year. So I know I'm disappointed to be on this coast because I really want to check this out. The idea of kind of this swing era overlay with the holidays, it's so nice.
But that's the problem. And that was something I was looking forward to, was kind of that period piece feel. And it was so disjointed in each of the locations. Like if you wanted to do the soiree over at the Tower of Terror, which we all thought was going to be something bigger, it was literally the exit area of the attraction with no space. But hopefully I'm sure that they learned a lot. Yes, Blue and King Louie from Tailspin will be there, probably wearing Christmas hats.
So this was pretty roundly criticized last year. The fact that they brought it back this year, I expect Disney to have fixed so many of the problems. It's hard to get these things right the first year. And they decided to bring it back. I expect so many of the issues that people had in year 1 to be fixed for year 2 and for it to be much, much better this year. But the one question I really have coming out of this is, does Mike know how to ice skate?
I have ice skated a number of times. Am I good at it? No.
But you can do it without falling on your face.
Yes, I can.
Doobie, can you?
That's good. No, not at all.
We ice skated at Dodger Stadium probably 2 years ago for the holiday season.
Cool.
They
That
had
is
it on
awesome.
ice skating on the field at Dodger Stadium.
I ice skated at Disney's Hollywood Studios a couple of years ago when they had that for the Frozen Summer event.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But looking at the list of additional characters along with this ice show and then the look that Mickey and Minnie especially have, as I recall, I feel like this is kind of really leaning into a South Florida vibe. It really feels like, kind of a not quite throwing all the way back to like the 40s, but I don't know. It feels like it's kind of leaning into that time in America when we were particularly culturally fascinated by south of the border and everything. So I'm intrigued to see kind of how that is realized in it. Just like I say, with the addition of the Jose Carioca and with Panchito and Carioca, being moved over to the animation courtyard, and then adding King Louis and Baloo, specifically saying Tailspin, because that's, to me, that very kind of tropical. But Gio points out something that I kind of was surprised. They didn't announce that you're going to meet Ollie.
Ollie, that gingerbread guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won't make an Ollie costume. If we were in Tokyo, yes, there would definitely be an Ollie. But we thought that last year, the way that they kind of played it up, that there would be an Ollie, and there was. He was a great cardboard cutout. But they spent all that money on a neon sign that they'd roll out and roll back each night.
It feels like they could so easily adapt what they've already done for the Christmas parade, and just kind of Ollify it. It's just so surprising. So.
Ollie, get you. Hey, Rich. MEI Travel / Mouse Fan Travel, our recommended travel agency for all your Disney travel needs. You can ask for Rich.
Do you think that ice-inspired show is going to have any kind of Feld Disney on Ice nod or acknowledgement at all? It's so weird. It's right there in the backyard. I find that so strange.
Yeah, Feld is based right there. Okay.
Well, so, the thing about this party is it's designed to be the anti Very Merry. It's not supposed to be there for kids, so they try to keep everything on the level of the above
Christmas.
That.
Christmas after dark. That's right.
I gotcha. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, if you are of a more family bent, like Rebecca and I are, you can go to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, which is returning for its umpteenth year, starting November 8th, running through December 20th. Tickets go on sale July 2nd as well for Disney World guests and July 10th for all others. So that's going to be a busy morning at the switchboard over there at Walt Disney World. Pricing ranges from a low of $169 to a high of $219. I'm not even going to ask you, Jeremiah. But it is nice to see Very Merry back yet again. I feel like when we used to go to this back in the day, Rebecca, we'd pay like $59 for it. Well, it's 10 years ago, 15 years ago. But
no, it is definitely, and it's. I think all the parties have become the addition by subtraction. They call out, yes, there will still be cookies and cocoa as one of the big things in that, but when you guys used to go, you
were hard pressed to do everything.
The photos and lots of characters and everything. Now it's like you got the show, the fireworks, and then you can get the regular stuff, and then Jingle Cruise, Holiday Space Mountain, and Mad Tea Party. And maybe they'll bring in the Country Bear Christmas.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh, that would be a nice surprise. Mike, have you ever charged anyone to come to your party?
I can't say that I have.
Then it's a deal. If you get invited to a party of Mike's, go if he's not charging you, because it is worth far more than that. I recommend it. Not that he's ever invited me, but that's what the scuttlebutt is.
Which party are you referring to?
I'm just making stuff.
You didn't get invited to his birthday party?
I did get invited to his birthday.
We did, but the mail department lost it. So we didn't receive it until after.
Somehow we didn't receive the invite until after the party. So you know how that goes.
Yep.
I've sent out some invitations like that too in my day.
No, it was all damaged.
Come to Gideon's birthday.
It was all damaged.
No, just
did I ever tell you what happened there? I put all my invitations in one of the blue mailboxes on the sidewalk, and the mailbox literally got stolen. Like somebody took it.
Yes, I
off the
remember
side.
that story. Yes,
I
he-
forgot.
yeah.
And yet the mail still got delivered somehow. That's actually really
Yeah,
cool.
eventually.
We eventually got it. Not as bad as that button that poor Tony tried to send us from Universal. It was one of the annual pass holder buttons. It was the red button from MIB, and it came months after, and the package was all mangled. It was terrible, but it got here.
It got here. Also coming for the holidays over at Epcot, the experiment is the return of International Festival of Holidays. You've seen it before. It happens every year. Unlike all the rest of this stuff, there's no extra charge to go to this. You can see the story of Christmas is told all over. You can go see celebrity narrators doing the candlelight processional, the beautiful Christmas tree over at Epcot. There will be no doves. There will be no lights of winter, but it still should be a pretty okay event at Epcot. Oh yeah, and how
And
could
he
I
had to
forget?
walk a half a mile to those lights.
Living with the Land, glimmering greenhouses. I keep forgetting about that because I've never actually seen that. It's so cool. I want to see that. And the holiday cookie stroll will return as well. Yes, Rebecca.
So, just so Gio knows, last year it was July through November, like July 27th through November 18th. And this year, I just closed that window. Hang on. This year,
August 10th.
It's August 29th through November 23rd. So it seems like they are starting it quite a bit later in August, and with it ending about the same time. Yes, it's shorter.
Yeah, it's almost the old days where it used to start in September and then go through November.
Yep. So,
Michael, in your perfect world, when does the Christmas season start?
Oh, that would be great if they did it after Thanksgiving.
So November 8th is too soon for you.
I'll accept November. I feel like if Halloween can be all of September and October, then Christmas can be all of November and December.
Yeah.
Isn't the first very Merry Christmas party like next week though?
November.
I will not accept Christmas in October, which starts to happen at Disneyland, and I will not accept Halloween in August, although there is Midsummer Scream and other Halloween related theme park stuff going on in August. This is too early.
Kyle has a fun fact. The past 3 articles discussed were written by him. A Festivus miracle, and definitely not a short staffing nightmare. Kyle's like a vulture, whatever, the scavenger of LP. If something gets left on the ground, Kyle's the one that has to scoop up and take care of it. Scoop in and take care of it. He's the backstop.
Wow.
And mean that in a good way. He's reliable. It gets done because of Kyle. There's no world in which that's an insult. All right, and on the West Coast, we did get a preview, courtesy of artificial intelligence, of what the costumes will be looking like for Mickey and Minnie this year. Okay.
It looks kind of like the old light magic mixed with their Christmas stuff.
It does. It's kind of almost pajamas, but not quite.
Is there any way this is not AI? For those of you who play with AI image generation, this is, it probably isn't, or they would have told us, but this is exactly what AI image generation looks like.
I want to know why it looks so weird. I think it's the head body proportions.
Big head and a little body. All right, let's get to the Disneyland Resort.
I do like their outfits.
More from the Disneyland Resort. Mike, did you hear the news?
Probably not.
Do I need to get something out for this? Okay.
Haunted Mansion Holiday is returning this year, even though the Haunted Mansion construction isn't done. You did hear this news. Good. What did you hear about? Anything in particular?
I have heard that the queue is not going to be finished and open by this time, and that it will be virtual queue only to access Haunted Mansion Holiday.
Ah.
That is what I've heard as well. So
which is
Tony
only a good thing.
is very happy about this. That queue gets so long anyway. That is, I don't know. I'm not gonna debate virtual queues here. Halloween time starts August 23rd at the Disneyland Resort. They did not give a specific date for Haunted Mansion Holiday. Perhaps it's August 23rd. Perhaps it's not. I would guess it probably is, but they did not say.
Now I feel like isn't that earlier than usual? Because it's usually like September 10th or something. Am I wrong about that?
I don't know. Anybody?
Wait, what are we talking about?
When does Haunted Mansion
2020
Holiday
we were
typically?
talking about Haunted Mansion Holiday.
It usually starts the weekend after Labor Day is, I believe, the
Kicked off
norm.
On September 1st last year.
Or Labor Day weekend.
Yep.
September
Labor
1st
Day
last
weekend.
year. So August 23rd would be early, about a week early. So we don't know, like I said, they didn't say the date. We just know Halloween time starts August 23rd.
Yeah.
And a virtual queue. And I wonder how much, we'll get to see of the construction progress during that. That's always fun. Mike will have to keep virtual queuing just so we can get construction pictures. He loves that. And other news regarding Halloween time, Mickey's Trick and Treat Show. Have you seen that show at DCA, Mike?
I think that sounds familiar.
It's over at the Disney Theater over there. I
Is
can't
that
imagine.
I don't know what he's talking about, Mike. So
It's called Trick and Treat Show, man. I'm reading it. There it is.
Is this mini parade type thing, or this is in a theater?
No. It's the trick. It's the show that was at during Oogie Boogie.
Oh.
The Trick
in
and Treat
Disney
show.
Junior.
Junior stage.
Yeah,
I want to
it's
say
not going to be during the day.
I can't imagine this isn't your video, Mike.
It might very well be my video.
That show, which has previously been during Oogie Boogie Bash only, is
I apologize for my Swiss cheese memory, like Sam Beckett in Quantum Leap.
Which isn't
Take the
coming back
reference.
for the next season.
Nah.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway, that show, Trick or Treat Show, is now going to be at DCA during the day. It's not just going to be a part of Oogie Boogie anymore. So the kiddies get to see it, which is very nice. It's an interactive show at the Disney Theater. Also returning this year will be Halloween Screams, Monsters After Dark, all coming to Oogie Boogie Bash, where I thought I had tickets going on sale.
Tomorrow for
Thank you very much.
Inspire.
Oh, there they are. Yes, tickets go on sale tomorrow for Inspired, and then flowing down.
All
from
other
there
Magic
until-
Key on the 26th, and then all guests on the 27th.
Have they announced any new characters? No, not yet.
It just and new ones
And
from what I
new
know.
characters.
And the
And
rest.
the
I believe the professor
Right.
and Marianne.
All,
will be-
all your favorites and some new ones, kind of, from what
And
I know.
pricing for that runs October select dates, August 25th through Halloween. $134 to $189, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. There you go. I will ask Mike the same question. $134 to $189. Worth it?
4 hours.
I enjoy Oogie Boogie Bash, but I have literally never paid for it, so I don't think I'm the right person to ask. By the way, I should say the responsibility of getting my ticket has been removed from me this year because I did so poorly at it last
Oh, very nice. Yes. It's good to have people. It's good to have people.
That's awesome.
Mike.
I love it.
Yes, and after the recent Run Disney issues, I'm sure that will go so smooth. You know what gives me so little confidence in this company? Their inability to figure out a way to sell tickets.
Oh, they
Again
know how to
and
sell them.
and
They just
again.
don't know how to get them sold.
Right.
Make the reservation.
But I haven't gotten a fail when I've tried to visit the Disney Parks blog since its redo.
I think they fixed that cookie issue finally. I
Okay.
haven't
Yeah.
gotten it anywhere. I really think that cookie
Cookies.
issue.
Yeah, because I used to get that thing where I could only see it if I was in incognito mode
Yeah.
on Chrome. Otherwise, I guess I had too many cookies or something. So,
Yeah, and it goes beyond just Disney. The Parks blog that went to all the Go network.
like ESPN, even. Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
I think it's been fixed.
Right?
So.
Yeah, ESPN, I think too.
Starwave, yeah. All right, Dive.
I will say, can I say that you will, if you go to Oogie Boogie Bash and do all the trick or treat trails, you'll walk away with like at least $103 worth of candy.
Are you Are you gonna actually price out the bag this year, Mike?
That'd
Can
be
you
so
do that?
fun. Would you like to
There's an
weigh it?
Insta video for us. Like, okay, this would have been 45 cents. This
Did
is
you
a
do the
quarter.
scales, Mike?
They can just weigh it. Just do the weigh like at a carnival. Like,
Yeah.
here's my.
I want to see a video of Mike calculating piece by piece whether or not he got his money worth at Oogie Boogie Bash. I think that would be awesome.
Marshall, get on that.
I think the last time we did it, we were eating the candy until like July.
It used to be that way at Walt Disney. We're at Magic Kingdom with Not So Scary. We used to pass out that candy to the kids who'd come around trick or treat until we never
Oh
bought it.
yeah.
If you don't go the first night of Not So Scary, you can get lots of candy. The first night, they're usually like, here's 2 pieces. But yeah, Mike, the one time I did Oogie Boogie, I actually had to give my candy away because I'm like, I can't take this on the plane. This is a carry-on.
Yeah, you can't do that with sugar cookies, but you can get your money's worth at the Halloween party.
I hope they do Judge Doom again. This is me just giving random thoughts.
That's awesome.
I'm like the color commentator. I missed Judge Doom last year because I did not buy a ticket. I tried to buy a ticket, and I did not successfully buy a ticket.
Judge Doom looks like the highlight, so I hope you are able to get there. I hope your people are able to get you a ticket this time, Mike.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it'll
All
be
right,
interesting to see who they go with this year for the next big thing.
Who would you want to see? Are there any new villains that we haven't yet seen realized in the parks that would be fun? I'm trying to think.
You know who I would love to see that we never get to see in the parks is Dr. Facilier.
Oh, that'd be fun.
They
I mean,
opened an attraction and decided not to use him.
He's
so.
around all the time.
He's been in the Oogie Boogie, I think, every year.
You know where he's not been? The attraction in the movie that he's in.
He's on the other side.
Yes, no, he can't come back. You can be
Mike,
small.
there's enough time. Who do you want for your villain?
Chris, what's his name? Chris Pine from Wish.
Magnifico.
Oh, Magnifico. That's a good one.
Magnifico
So
would
we
be
could all just throw our candy at him.
Magnifico.
But he appears when the Wicked Queen is out because she has her mirror behind her.
I know who I want. I want the person who greenlit that walk from the cruise ship to.
Right next to the person who greenlit Wish.
I'm just kidding. I love Wish though. Magnifico's a really good one. That is an underrated villain because he starts off kind of nice, and
Doobie, I no longer trust your opinion at all now. Like,
so I'm going to write a review of Tiana's Bayou Adventure. I haven't done it yet, but it's coming. And after talking to Benji today, my rating on it's gone down just a bit.
On what?
Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
I want to know what he said to you to get you to reduce your opinion.
We just
You're
talked
wrong.
about it. We just analyzed it a little bit more. I've been talking about it completely separate from Splash Mountain, and I don't think that's quite fair. I think I need to not compare it to Splash Mountain, but the fact that they made it the way they did just because they replaced Splash Mountain, I think is a bigger factor than I previously thought about. And that is a pretty big negative for what is an otherwise really good ride.
well, it should have been her own attraction, and
Right.
it should have been the original, not a sequel, which was always my thought also.
Is this a joke or is this
No.
legit?
So we have 2 new
It's
videos
legit.
up.
Oh,
We have
seriously?
one, which is a real-time walk of him doing the bridge. It took about 14 and a half minutes.
Wow.
But the one I really want to see is he has a longer just walking tour of the island that I'm looking forward to watching.
Oh,
But
cool.
yeah, he does have a real-time walk on the bridge.
And walk.
Nice. Okay, cool. I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
that. I haven't had a
I'm
chance to
very
check that
much
out yet. Nice.
Looking forward to the tour of the island. But yeah,
You will
15
never
minutes
see
of
the island in
walking.
person, Doobie, so why even bother?
I will see
You
it
won't get off
from
the
deck
ship.
4. I'll see
Yeah.
it from deck 4. That's right.
See it from deck 4.
Frankly, that's how I usually see Castaway Key too, so that's not really saying anything.
Gio wants a Skyliner
That's the answer.
to the island.
All right, let us move stay at Disneyland Resort, but finally get off the holidays. Din Tai Fung is now in soft openings at the Disneyland Resort, downtown Disney. Soft openings began today with the limited menu, grand opening in July. And I want to mention, because this is so wonderful, brand new to Orange County, and they are sponsoring this year's Chalk Walk and donated $50,000 to the July 21st event. So
Yay.
thank you for looking out for the kids. Mike, have you been able to check this out yet?
No, it just soft opened today, and I'm not there, sadly. But hopefully soon. And also, I probably can't eat there, but I could go in and take pics.
That's what we want as picks. We count on you for the picks. Rebecca can eat. There is Din Tai Fung coming soon.
Are we doing an unboxing next, Doobie?
So I don't even know what you guys are talking about. So
you show. Oh yeah, no, we need an unboxing.
Go for it, Jeremiah.
Okay, Mike, do you want to talk about it while I unbox?
You start. I'm gonna go get mine.
Okay.
Go for it.
So Trader Sam's has been putting out specialty mugs since they opened now 14 years ago. And they've gotten in this habit of putting out lots of specialty mugs, especially for anniversaries. So what they did was the 65th anniversary of the Matterhorn is this year. So they decided to make their own. My light is so bright, I'm sorry. And this beautiful box, but inside the beautiful box,
it's so wild to me that it's the silhouette from the Tomorrowland side. We almost never see that. Matterhorn's almost always going the other way.
Yeah, that is.
Isn't that weird? Did it hit you too, Doobie?
It didn't hit me, but it should have. Wow, that's interesting.
65th anniversary. It even has the Wells Expedition box on there.
That's very nice.
Yeah, it's the Yeti, has the Matterhorn. And you could purchase this for roughly $80 at Trader Sam's. It came with this, which had a Dole Whip drink in it, a little plastic cup. And then probably one of the coolest things was the swizzle stick, which is actually a wooden swizzle stick.
Ooh.
And what did this go for?
Altogether was just about, I think it was $80 and some change for the mug, the drink, the Dole Whip, the swizzle stick, and it comes with the plastic cup, this mug, and like I said, the swizzle stick, and a very nice box.
Very cool. If you like tikis.
And I actually got mine before Mike got his. That's the most entertaining part about this.
Oh, I didn't get mine till yesterday. So
I got mine yesterday morning, so I definitely had mine before yours.
That's
How many of these do you have now, Mike?
of the abominable
Sam
snowman.
Tiki.
Oh,
Trader Sam Tiki, or Trader Sam Tiki.
we were actually trying to figure that out at the bar last night. I think we have a half a dozen or so, but we also have the Nautilus from down Walt Disney
Florida.
World.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Disney Cruise Line has announced their
That's cool.
late 2025, early 2026 itineraries. So if you are one of those people that books your cruises early, which is always so recommended, you may now go do that at mousefantravel.com. Ask for our buddy Rich, and also ask for Heather. You can also just ask for whomever they assign you. All will do a great job. Itineraries include
Panama Canal's back.
Ooh.
Bahamas, Caribbean, Mexico, Panama Canal, Australia, New Zealand. They will have Halloween on the high seas, very merry time. 4 of the ships, all except Magic. Not very merry. 4 of the ships, all but the Magic, will be going to Castaway Cay and Lighthouse Point. And bookings for Pearl start today, Platinum tomorrow, and then it kind of descends down until everyone can book on June 28th. So unlike many cruise ships, the Disney Cruise Line is best booked early. Prices go up, not down, like they do on most other cruise lines. So if you see a cruise you like, book it ASAP to get the best price you possibly can. Let's see. All right. Mike, tell me something that's on your mind before I get back to Disney World.
Let's see. I've mostly been thinking about, well, Star Wars is like 95% of my thoughts always.
Always.
Excited about, okay, there's a Jaws documentary coming from National Geographic that got
Yes. Oh,
announced
that's
this morning
exciting.
for the
That's
50th
exciting.
anniversary next year.
Yeah.
That
And
part's not
then
exciting. I'm old.
yeah, and then Ben Mendelsohn, super excited about that news too.
And that Jaws documentary, what a wonderful thing to look forward to. I hope they cover the attraction in that. They talk about the book and the movie, but they better give some shrift to the attraction, Jaws the Ride.
Are we going to venture outside the Disney Berm world yet?
You want to do that now?
Yeah.
You want to get to Dark Crystal right now?
No, not Dark Crystal, but Dark Universe. Because I'm curious what Jeremiah and Mike think of it. Because seriously, okay, so those of you who have been following Laughing Place for a while, or this podcast, or anything I'm involved with, will know that Dark Universe is pretty much let's make a theme park that Rebecca will never want to set foot in. And so I'm just curious how the people who it was designed for are embracing it. Because, like I say, I can't imagine ever going there.
I'm guessing Mike and I will spend at least a whole day in this land.
So introduce people to it, Jeremiah. I'll let you and Mike kind of talk about what it's going to feature.
I don't have the names of the attractions, but Dark Universe has really been the one that I've been looking forward to the most. I mean, yeah, Harry Potter should be interesting because it's a different take on things. Super Nintendo will be fun because of Donkey Kong, but this is, if there is one thing, and literally this is the only one thing that is actually universal in this new Universal Epic theme park, it is the Universal Monsters. And having an attraction, having two attractions plus the characters, the way they're making it sound and the things that I've heard, this could almost even lean a little bit more into something that Mike and I are fond of, Evermore, the Star Cruiser, kind of the land is alive and you interact with the characters. So I can't wait for this.
Yeah, just to kind of paint a little bit of a picture, it seems that kind of the main setting of this is an area that's going to be known as Darkmoor. It's a ravaged village that's kind of been taken over by these monstrous creatures, whether it's vampires or werewolves or I guess the daughter of Frankenstein. There's another, kind of a story revolving what hideous creations she's come up with. And yeah, I don't know. So there's a restaurant that's like there. I think they're calling it Dust Steakhouse, and it's gonna be, your servers are vampires of some sort, and so it's almost like they're sizing you up as they're serving you. I don't know, Mike. What are you thinking about it?
Well, when Epic Universe first got announced, this was definitely the part that I was most excited about, and the thing that I was most disappointed about when it seemed like the project wasn't going to happen during the pandemic. So when I started watching this video the other day, I actually stopped because I was like, I don't even want to see this right now. I just kind of want to wait and experience it when it opens. I don't even really care that much about Frankenstein and the Wolfman and Dracula as characters, but like Jeremiah was saying, the idea of an immersive horror theme land is really what has me excited for this.
Are you going to go into the bibbity bobbity monster yourself, Mike, with me?
Yeah, you
get
can.
all monster
Pause right here. Pause, Jimmy. I'm sorry, but this is the moment that I was like, yeah, I am so beyond out. Here, jump in the coffin. Have a good time. Woohoo!
Yeah, this could be the entire park for me, and I'd be happy.
I would rather it be the entire park. Just saying.
Who among us has not dreamt of playing dead in a coffin? The two attractions are.
I'm pretty sure Mike and I always do that at Knott's.
I just want to mention real quick, I'll get back to you guys, but the two attractions are Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein Experiment, and Curse of the Werewolf. So, Mike, you were saying this is your thing.
I will say though, as far as the sheer artistry of this, it's incredibly impressive, to the point where there's a moment in the footage where there's this werewolf kind of moving in the shadows, and one of the creatives involved made sure to let everybody know that is not CGI. That is the silhouetted figure that you're going to encounter in this attraction. And the idea that they're going to have a flaming windmill in the land, it's really, the artistry is impressive. I'm excited to see it realized.
I just wish that they built a dome over this land.
Yeah.
There should have been a dome over this land.
It would be dark, truly dark.
As someone who is not in love with the scary stuff, kind of like you, Rebecca, my one hope, for my selfish perspective, is they lean a little more into the classicness, because Frankenstein and werewolf are old school monsters, and they are not the same kind of gory, over the top stuff we see these days. As I see these pictures, maybe I'm wrong. So, but yeah, I think you're probably. I think it's funny though that the coaster they describe as a family coaster in this land, which does not feel like a family land.
Yeah, and Doobie, I don't think
it's a PG-13 family.
They aren't really leaning into the gore for this. This is truly the classic monster feel. When you go back and watch the original Frankenstein and Dracula and all those, they aren't gory. They're suspenseful. Well, they aren't really that suspenseful if you watch the original stuff. But it is the feel of the land, and the setting is supposed to take you over that edge. And yeah, the spinning family werewolf coaster, just I can't wait to talk to somebody and go, who made this choice?
So it's I feel like it's going to be a PG-13 family. I mean, it doesn't family doesn't have to mean that it's a thematic that you want. It's referring more to, I think, the thrill, the physicality of the experience. This isn't Rock and Roller Coaster. This isn't a Hulk. This is a accessible physical experience, and then you can decide if it's too creepy or yucky for you.
Do you have our latest medallion you can show off here?
Oh, sure. I think I do.
I think I forgot to mention Jeremiah's shirt, as nice as it is courtesy of Roosevelt's. So thank you, Roosevelt's, without you, we would all have no clothes to wear here at Laughing Place. Thank you very much.
Literally, that's why. Never mind.
So
Universal's kind enough to send us the latest medallion.
Yeah, I mean, and on the inside, see, Dibby, the monsters are, much.
Yeah, that is not the classic
No,
Frankenstein.
they can't do well. The story isn't the classic time.
Nope.
Plus, there's also the rights of the likeness of of those actors and actresses.
But let me pull the medallion out because the plastic's going to cause it to reflect weird. So I'm going to pull the medallion out, and they're all going to fall out when I do this. So here we go. Yeah,
it's like getting a jackpot in Vegas.
I know, right? So the medallion. I can't even tell what the medallion is, to be honest. So
I
rotate. It's here.
I've heard it described kind of as like the lightning rod, Tesla coils.
That's what it feels like, a Tesla coil, and then it feels like there's bat silhouettes on it, like a full moon and some bat silhouettes. So I feel like the full moon for the werewolf, right? The bat silhouettes for the vampires, and the electricity for the Frankenstein monster.
Now, Kyle, it would be the Universal monsters in Dark Universe at Universal's Epic Universe.
So Epic Universe opens next year. Potentially. Some people feeling it the greatest theme park in North America. I know a lot of people feel that way about IOA. Perhaps people will feel that way about this. Meanwhile,
oops, sorry.
There is not an attraction currently under construction, a new attraction, currently under construction at Disney World or Disneyland Resorts. I just think that's interesting. Next up.
By the way, and don't forget hotels too.
Yeah, that's right. They're also adding hotels. So just interesting. Well, I mean, next year is going to be very interesting. If ever there was an opening for another company to actually top Disney, not just compete with them, this is it. Because Disney has nothing new coming, and Epic Universe could be the best there ever was.
So it'll be very interesting to see. No, I'm very interested to see what their messaging is at D23. With all of this, in development over there at Universal, and with all of the momentum building over there at Universal, I'm very interested to see is it going to be is there going to be more concrete sharing, or is it going to remain in this kind of Beyond Big Thunder vein?
No, I think next year is going to be more of like entertainment stuff. Like I'm sure we'll see a nighttime parade and new fireworks and the stuff that, you know, to kind of quote what was said before is, you know, Disney doesn't really have to build a theme park to compete with a theme park. They know that they're still going to get the dollars no matter what.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see. They're still going to get plenty of dollars, but
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to feel too great about if they don't. If this does really, really well, I don't think Disney's going to be very happy about that.
And you have to, you have to be careful. Don't you have to be careful about perception of the audience too? If audience perception begins to be that you're the has-been, and this is the the ingenue, the new fresh face on the block, that can hurt you too. So it's like I say, I'm very interested to see how they opt to position themselves as the momentum continues to build with Epic.
And you guys kind of already said something that like really is what Disney's thinking is you guys aren't going to go near Dark Universe. The park itself isn't, the park is so disjointed with its properties. Like it appeals to X here and X there and X here. But, I think Mike and I would probably both go, yeah, we'd be interested in going to the other lands, but Dark Universe is our main thing. Nintendo is okay. How to Train Your Dragon?
Will that be a positive or a negative?
I am all in on Dragon, right. All in on Nintendo, exactly. All in on Celestial Gardens, and I'm all in on Potter. The only one that I'm not is the Dark Universe.
I think that's going to end up a positive. My son can't wait to go to this park because of Mario World. Yep. Rebecca, I was so impressed with the 2 Harry Potters so far. I'm looking forward to just seeing another Harry Potter land. So I think that's going to work out to be a positive much more than a negative, Mike.
What is have they said what the Harry Potter land is?
It's my understanding so far is it's anticipated to be kind of Ministry of Magic exploration within, but they haven't announced it yet. That'll be the next one that gets kind of the reveal, but that's just from people who are doing the bio reconstruct with the aerial. You can kind of see the domains, so it's just
I mean the rumor was for a long time that it had something to do with Fantastic Beasts, right? And then those movies just like got canceled.
they're kind of they're splitting in between Fantastic Beasts and Harry Potter because there isn't a Harry Potter IP that really the masses are behind anymore.
Right.
Well, Harry Potter, the masses aren't behind anymore. So.
Right.
All right. Epic Universe coming next year to that other resort up the 4.
The Donkey Kong coaster looks cool. Sorry.
Doesn't it though? I mean, so much of the park there looks cool.
I loved Nintendo World in Hollywood, and I just feel like this is just going to be even more, fun than that.
I mean, what a cool idea to like
stuff at the Nintendo World in Hollywood, by the way. I can't wait to go see it. But go ahead.
Just the idea of having it selling the illusion of the coaster jumping the track.
Yeah, imagine if Disney had the ability to do that back when they were building Indy, and how cool the mine carts would have been at that point.
Yep. So fun.
In 2025.
I'm just excited. I'm excited because I love competition. I love competition. It makes everybody get better. I mean, I'm interested to see what this new penguin coaster is that's coming over to, SeaWorld as they did this massive renovation of their penguin exhibit when Gideon was little. He's now 15, but he was, like a toddler, and they gutted it. They turned it into this trackless experience. It was this major investment of capital, and it just was a bomb. I mean, it was unpleasant.
And rightly so.
Yeah.
And so now, they're transforming, that zone again, it sounds like. And so I'm eager to see what they end up doing this time. Do they get it right?
Okay. So I'm running low on time. Do some really quick hits. 4th of July coming to Magic Kingdom and Epcot on the 3rd and the 4th. So make sure you
only to Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, they're actually not having that date somehow at the other two parks. Some new Disney World special offers are coming very soon. Rebecca will be talking about that tomorrow
Yes, I
with
will.
Miles Fan Travel. Let's see, Tiana's Bayou Adventure is now in the Disney Parks Play app. Two new babies were born at Animal Kingdom Lodge. Go check out those cute
No,
pictures.
Animal Kingdom Lodge?
Animal Kingdom, I'm sorry.
Okay, just checking.
No, at Animal Kingdom Lodge. It was Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Okay.
Take that back. At Animal Kingdom Lodge. Apparently, not only can people have babies there now, but the animals can too. I did want to invite you to go check out our newest contributor here at Laughing Place, Maxon. What's that?
It's his new achievement. He's a Mardi Gras maven.
Just like him. Maxon, our newest contributor
Yay!
here, has a in-depth look at the Tokyo Disney Sea Fantasy Springs Hotel. So go check that
Ooh,
out, please,
nice.
and let Maxon know what you think. Two quick things I want to make sure we mention from personal experience. Jeremiah, largest swimming lesson in the world. Go.
It was lots of fun. They had almost 1,000 kids out there getting a swimming lesson from the fine folks at Typhoon Lagoon. Plus, they got to stay in the park all day. 7 of the Boys and Girls Clubs and not-for-profit kids areas, they were out there partying. Stitch was out having fun. Great morning.
Awesome. And then later on that same day, I got the opportunity to go to ESPN Wide World of Sports to check out Media Day at the Warrior Games, which is not a Disney event, it's a Department of Defense event, but it's put on at Disney, and Disney does obviously contribute lots to the event. And what Warrior Games is the various armed forces of America, as well as some of our allies, the veterans who have been physically and or mentally disabled in one way or another, compete in many events. It is obviously a very inspirational thing to go see. So glad I got to go out there. I've got an article coming out tomorrow on Laughing Place. Got some interviews with some of the heroes, true, actual, bona fide heroes who are there. But wow, to see that stuff in person, something like wheelchair rugby, which was just amazing. Wheelchairs just banging into each other as hard as they can. It looked like so much fun and really intense. So their Warrior Games, I believe, started yesterday, so you can watch them. I don't even know where they're watching, but I'm sure you can watch them streaming somewhere. Maybe Rebecca can find out. And they are coming to you from ESPN Wide World of Sports. So, support our military who make all of this possible. And I mean that in the most important way in the world. Anything else anyone else want to mention before I close out with what is easily the highlight of the week?
Are you going to talk about the bridge again?
I am not talking about the bridge again. Okay. So, you guys know I love my Disney songs. We got a new one.
Welcome to a land where dreams come true. A whole new world for me and you. We're young at heart, can find a place to let the joy ignite. Walk along Main Street, USA, and let your inner child give way. In front of you, a million stories are about to bloom. Dancing, laughing, and smiling, all around you is shining, and music fills the air with love. With Mickey, Minnie, and Pluto, now you can be the hero if you let it go. This was Wendy. Now you see, celebrate a world of fantasy. This was Wendy.
I sense some issues rhyming Pluto and Hero over there.
So,
Not only that rhyming choice, but just that's the trio I think of when I think of
Okay, Mickey, it is when you have to rhyme with Hero.
so going back to everybody saying this was written by AI, yes, it was.
I think this song is great. This is the new Disneyland Paris song, Nos histoires prenez vie. Go check it out. I mean, stories come to life.
I would also
Please,
believe that it was written in French and then translated.
No, it's definitely got to be. I want to hear the French version. Kyle needs to give us the update on the French version.
I absolutely love this. A banger of a song. A lot of the comments simply are translate to English, which is weird. Absolutely love this. Straight in my playlist. This is fantastic. Oh, on YouTube is where Ultimate Warrior Games. Cool.
In fact, right now you can watch live the wheelchair rugby finals.
Oh, really? That was so cool. I got to talk to these people. They were just, I don't know. That was one of the most special experiences. Thank you, Disney, by the way, for having me out, or for allowing us to go, because very few media there.
It streamed live a bit ago. I thought it was live now, but it streamed live a little bit ago.
Very few media there, so I very much appreciate being one of the few to be invited to meet these guys and girls in person. Yeah. All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining us on the latest edition of Disney Park Talk Live. We will be back sometime. Maybe next week. Yes, Mike, go.
No, I was saying goodbye. Sorry.
Oh,
he was doing the slow wave. But you want to keep watching us.
We'll be back soon. Don't forget tomorrow, so many shows. We have Rebecca talking Disney vacation planning. We've got Disney Trivia Live. And we've got Barely Necessities. Busy day tomorrow.
There will also be a walk and talk on Friday.
Yay!
From Magic Kingdom.
I need to talk to you about, Jeremiah, but not on the air. Bye, all.